5, 4, 3, 2, 100. Welcome to episode 100 of the Converted Podcast, the podcast for the Convert to Raid Guild on Airy Peak US. Today is March 6th, 2017, and we would like to thank you for tuning into this very special episode of our show. I am Cuddles, and with me this evening, we have a big crew. Belschnickel.
Holla at your boy.
Turarts.
Hey.
Navox.
What's up, guys?
And Sal.
In this episode, we have the big 100 celebration. A look back at 4 years of The Converted. Turarts and Navox joins us for the entire show, and all of your shout-outs and remember whens. Thanks for joining us. It's going to be fun.
What is up, chat room? Guys, you know what to do. Do us a favor and tweet us your converted shout-outs. We'll read them at the end of the show. That's at converted_CTR, at converted_CTR. A special shout-out to Wares, who helped spread the word and get people here tonight. Let's hear from our former third chair and frequent guest host, Navox. How are you doing, sir?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me back on the show. Congrats on
Yay!
episode 100.
It's always a pleasure, man.
So, what I've been doing in WoW lately, I've just been doing a lot of PvP, believe it or not. It's crazy,
Wow.
but yeah, I've been getting into, I transmog my gear into some garbage-looking gear. I go out and do archaeology because I'm trying to unlock all of my colors on my little artifact weapon, and I wait for things to attack me, and then I blow them up, which is awesome. But other than that, working on Heroic Nighthold, Heroic Tichondrius, awesome fight. And then I got to hang out with Pat, Jules, Part Shark, Marissa Cuddles, and Devona last week at the Cloak and Blaster. So yeah, that's what I've been up to lately. So yeah.
It's awesome to have you on, man.
Thank you. And Turarts, you're just about on every show. How are you doing?
Good. I say for WoW, I finally got Suramar done. So thank God that's over with. They're exalted. I can give up on that now.
Yay!
I know. Oh, what a grind. But it's beautiful. I still love it. I hate dying, but I still love it. And then Cuddles and I actually had Mick Montgomery on the game case last night. And it was awesome to kind of catch up with him, find out what he was doing. Really a lovely time. So that was kind of a lovely trip down memory lane for that. Otherwise, yeah, just kind of rocking it out. We did the raid recruitment event since I was last on, and it was epic, amazing.
Oh, good. Cool.
Yes, that spreadsheet is still going around. I think we'll keep doing it in Discord. It took a little organizing, but it did work out. If you're looking for a raid team, head to my Twitter. I'll retweet it out once the show's done, that sort of thing. But there are still a ton of teams looking. So yeah, we'll probably do one again in a few months once we know what's going on with 7-2. But yeah, that has been exciting. And Belle, how about you? I hear you have some good news for us.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess I do. Well, geez. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that right now. But, before I even get into that, I'm hating myself even more now for missing the Florida meetup, dude. Like the fact that I live in Florida and wasn't there, man, like that hurts. You know what I mean? Like I talk, that's messed up. But I'm glad you guys had a good time, man. It was a weekend that I had some stuff going on. But yeah, as far as the good news, I'm definitely going back out to California. I'm going to be starting Groundlings Intermediate. Probably April 17th is my first day back in class. I'm also going to be going back to the Anthony Model Actors Workshop, which is like the traditional acting school. And that's all starting mid-April. So I'm going to be taking a road trip solo to start from Florida all the way to California in my car.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm going to see if I can bang it out in a couple days. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's quite a drive, but I'm going all the way. I'm going to be staying in kind of in the Loma Linda, San Bernardino area and going into the city on Melrose to take classes and stuff like that. So I'll be out there in April. May, and all of June. So if anybody's out there in Southern Cal and wants to get together, let me know, man. Let's do something. But I'm excited about that. Really am. It's going to be fun. And you know, I just love doing it. So I can't wait to start doing that again. As far as the gaming, well, before I even get into the gaming, I plan on actually doing videos every now and then this time. I say that every time and it never happens. So I'm not going to promise it, but it's in the back. It's a good chance. I want to start doing more of that kind of stuff. And I'll have some more free time this time during the day. So that should be good. But as far as the gaming, it's been the Division, man. That's all I've been playing. You know, they had an expansion kind of drop, you know, 1.6, a patch dropped, and I've been playing a bunch of that. PvPing in there, which has been kind of cool. But, dude, I haven't been playing much of the Blizzard stuff lately, man. I got to get into some Overwatch, but it's just been kind of hectic. When I do have time to play, I've been getting into shooting baddies in the Division. So it is what it is, man. But I'm going to have a lot more free time once I get there in April, believe it or not, because I have class a couple nights a week, and the other nights I got nothing else going on. So I'll be on playing and doing stuff and hopefully hanging out with you guys. But other than that, man, that's it. That's all I got going on right now. Sal, what about you? You're looking nice tonight, Sal, by the way. I mean, like, you always look nice. But, you know, you got a special, like, 100 glow going on tonight. I'm feeling it. I really am.
I think we all do. Everyone, like, put on their best suits, including Cuddles, who is a purple unicorn. Anyone who's listening to this on our audio feed, which a lot of people do, should just come and, like, look at how awesome we look. But you know what, guys? I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you a story about something that has happened this past week that really warmed my heart, about community. So, like, I wanted to run a heroic dungeon, just for the AP, get 100 AP for running a heroic. So I put in CTR chat that I was going to run a heroic. 2 DPS folks said, "Hey, I'll go with you." So we're 3 DPS looking to run a heroic, right? So we queue up, and it takes a while. It takes like 12 or 13 minutes to get in. You know what? Back in the day, it used to take 45, so I'm not going to complain. So it's okay. And we got like this super overgeared boss tank, right? Who like really knew what he was doing. And then we got this healer, and the healer was okay. Right. And we were like mowing down the dungeon, and just like the 3 DPS are geared, 1 tank that's totally geared. We're just like, the dungeon is just melting. Right. And then at some point, the healer mentions, "Oh, I hope I'm doing okay. I just dinged 110. And as soon as that healer said that, now this is a random healer, I'm got a random tank, different servers, whatever. As soon as the healer said that, the tank says, "Hey, I need to do a regular mythic after this. Do you want to come?" And then he extended the invite to our CTR folks, the 3 DPS that came in together. And then the 5 of us ran a few mythics together. Now, it turns out this guy, this tank, he didn't need any kind of regular mythic run at all. His gear was inching towards like eye level 900. And so when he heard a complete stranger on a different server say that they had just dinged, this tank, this person we didn't know, wanted to help gear them up.
Nice.
That
really
is
cool.
Community.
Well, like
that
nice
is
people?
Community. Yeah.
Stranger, nice people.
I'm just saying, and like the 5 of us ended up like friending each other and stuff. And I met a few guildies, and like we had a really nice time. And it just, I just dinged 100. I hope I'm okay. Hey, mythic run, let's go. And to me, that's community, and that's more the norm than all the trolls and stuff. So
I think there's more good people than trolls, believe it or not. The trolls are louder, but I think there's more good people playing games than bad people.
Absolutely.
I like to think so anyway.
So I just wanted to tell a story.
I like your story.
That's my story.
It's uplifting. I feel better. No, I feel better about it. You know what I mean? What are you laughing at, Cuddles, man? You can't. You're wearing that suit. You can't laugh at anybody tonight, man.
I'm laughing at that Sal left us a note that said everyone should give a really short update at this point.
Oh my gosh!
And then I'm going to tell.
Did I miss the note?
Because I'm going to tell a 15.5-minute long story that was wonderful, and I love it. But it's just so cute and adorable. It's so very Sal. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm going to talk now
It's your turn, man. It's your time.
Oh, Cuddles. I've been spending so much time in your chat room. You stream so much, right? And being a part of your morning stream has become pretty important to me. Like it's a really big part of my day. So like, how you doing, man?
I'm doing wonderful. In fact, on the stream front, Wednesday, in 2 days, is going to be my 1 year stream anniversary.
Nice.
It's not officially when I first ever turned on my stream, but I'm not counting the times where I was like, I'm going to turn on my camera and I'm going to play WoW and sit there and stare at the camera and not say anything for 3 hours with no one in my chat room. About a year ago, I started seriously streaming. It's been a wonderful and amazing ride. I couldn't. It's led me to doing this, to being able to run the back end for this stream, and so many wonderful, awesome, and amazing things. It all grew out of me getting a PC for work with a with a GTX 970 because work. But in logging into a little game called World of Warcraft, getting really fed up with the guild that I was in, and finding people in this guild like Nate and Midnight and Turarts and Navox and Bell and Barf and Draven and so many more names that I can't even like come up with. It was finding this community and finding the love that can come out of something like this that truly like opened the door to me to be able to chase a dream that I've had for I mean, I think all of us have. Like I play video games right now for a living. It's not a great living, mind you, but we're getting there. We're making progress, and I am constantly amazed that no matter what game I'm playing, there's CTR folks hanging out in my stream that have been there with me since the very beginning, and I love you guys for it. And I love this community for showing me what an online community could truly be.
That's deep, yo.
Oh.
Like, I didn't think you were going to go that deep this early.
See, yeah, it was like, so I went like self-promo, but then like this is what I've learned to do in the last year. I've finally learned the segue. And I also find that mentioning it is the best way of pointing out a proper segue. Is you see that on the NBC Nightly News a lot. They like to mention, well, that was a really great segue, Bob.
Good stuff, man. I like it. It's positive tonight, man. I love it. It's feeling good. All right. Well, listen, today we're going to do something a little bit different. Normally at this part of the show, we have a guest on, but because of this special Converted Podcast anniversary, we want to take a look back at the past 4 years and remember how we started. Sal put together some footage for us. It's a video, but our audio listeners should be very happy to enjoy this as well. Cuddles, can you cue up the video, my man?
All right, guys. Here we go. We're going to disappear for a little bit. Y'all enjoy.
All right, guys, welcome to the first episode of the Converted Podcast. We're so excited you guys could join us.
If you are in Convert to Raid, there's a reason you came to this guild. That is where you met your fiance.
This is where I literally can hold in my hands where I met my fiance, and not many people can say that.
This is the real deal Solar Flare. What's up, my man? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
It's tickle, tickle, tickle. Here's Belschnickel.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Here's Belschnickel.
There's not many words that rhyme with Belschnickel, okay? I'm trying. I'm thinking like Survivor CTR. I can get a hold of an island here in Florida. I live in Florida.
What?
No. Hear me out.
Can you see my puppy stuff?
You?
I can see his tail.
First of all, hashtag Tickle Nation.
It's never the same. The bosses always change. Every tier, there's new baddies to slay. I'm a raider. On a proto Drake I ride. I'm a raider. We're stacked for pound. Ain't nobody got time for that. Mage.
Really happy to be a part of the Converted.
Belschnickel, I'm not ready.
Oh, what's up? Are you ready now?
Oh, I'm ready.
Major. We'll go with a little bit of this.
Yes.
Oh.
A little bit of this.
Oh, it's got this.
There we go.
Hello.
Yes.
Welcome to Convert to Underpants. I'll be brief.
What's up, guys? I'm Boone. I raid with the South Senate.
Hi, my name's Daikatsu. I'm a healer with Rolling Thunder for CTR and one of the co-hosts of Monk Meditation.
Hey, I'm Marker, and I raid with Stack for Pound in the CTR Guild, and of course, Buff Shaman.
Kugo here, Prot Warrior in Shaw.
Oh, hi! Didn't see you there. This is Lou for Raid Awareness.
Hi guys, Red here. I'm just here to give you a little bit of event updates.
What's up, CTR? It's your old pal Sushi here, coming to you with your Airy Peak Economy Report.
I am so late. I am so very late. I am better than a bonus roll.
Over easy style.
I know this is supposed to be a family-friendly show, but you brought me on.
You know what I mean? I'm not screaming. I'm not waving my hands in the air. You know, it just wasn't that big of a deal. When you're keeping a schnickel, this kind of stuff happens to you on a regular basis.
Maybe I'll go to BlizzCon then. But, you know, it's just not a big deal. It's not like I was jumping up and down or anything.
I mean, there's people crying about it, you know?
No, I don't understand the crying at all.
I don't know, just laying in bed one night, it happened. It came to me in a dream. I like to consider myself one of the good trolls, you know. I may have the ability to hide behind the mask.
This community is nothing without the people that make it, and that's all you guys.
Yeah.
And the reason that we did it was because we heard an outcry from the community saying that they wanted to really find a home and do that. And we were like, you know, we should just make a raiding guild of our own. And while we're at it, let's play Alliance.
Sal? Say what's up, Sal?
What's up, Sal?
Yeah, boy!
We have representatives from the legendary Blood Legion.
Sal asked me, so are you going to BlizzCon? And I'm like, well, I did.
This is the guy who pulls up to the airport, yells out of his car, Belschnickel! And just waves over, man, like, well, let's get out of here, man. Like we're robbing a bank or something. Like,
yeah, you don't want to, fart in an Apple store because they don't have any windows.
January 6th, 2014. The Converted goes live. Navox joins Bell and Sal as the third host of The Converted.
Those town hall meetings, that actually brought me over to the guild. It just brings you back to the vanilla feel, how we had the communities when we first, started playing WoW or EverQuest or things like that.
You just need to know Darius doesn't hate you, but he's going to say some really mean crap. There is no way you're going to survive this team without having a thick skin. Just letting you know. Darius is going to yell. He's going to tell you to uninstall the game. And he might be grumpy, but I don't think he's a grumpy person. I think he likes to sound like a grumpy person. Does that make sense?
You got my name spelled wrong on the stream, by the way.
You know what? I don't know whose fault that is, but their initials are Belschnickel.
You know whose fault it is? Hang on,
This is the point where the superstar, the actor, just walks off the set.
It started out with just me saying needs a butt flap. It then turned into anything that had, connotations of poop needing butt flaps.
I wanna be where the Raiders are. I wanna see progression, running full clears on that. What do you call it? Oh, toes. Doing LFR, you don't get too far.
back in Scarlet Monastery, I saw monks, and I was like, why can't we be monks?
What's the term?
Do you want to give a shout out to the CTR, please? No.
Out where they spend all day and the night, wiping the team. Wish I could be part of your raid.
There's just a hint.
It's a realization that it's just like the pun made itself.
You can. It's amazing. If it happens too often, you might even say it's a little arrogant.
What is that, Nav? What do you have there?
It's a Legend of Zelda map, actually.
Dude,
oh my god!
I used to call the Nintendo Power Hotline to like, figure out
1206
stuff.
885 7529.
Dude. Okay.
And I know he still loves me, but I don't think he'll play me in Warlord.
Haters will hate, yo. Long X-Pac blues inundate forums with QQ. Garrosh's escape was bogus. Now we clean up a new orcish mess.
Valadriel is going to go to BlizzCon.
I made a bet in the chat room that if Warlords of Draenor didn't come out by the end of October, that I would eat the hottest hot wings I can find. I guess I have to do that.
Well, I just finished my bottle of wine, so I'm done drinking, I guess. Because the rest is in the kitchen, and that's a long way away.
Victory is near.
Hi! I was working on that while I was telling you a story, and I didn't realize that it was costume night.
Oh no, this is what Sal wears every day.
Alright, hold on a sec, Sal. I've gotta get a drink. He's been holding my drink for me.
Why is my raid team in here, by the way?
Yeah.
Hello. Why is Catafire in here?
I have not been using a selfie stick or a Belfie stick or a Belshi stick, whatever you want to call it.
But first, look at my back.
For everybody listening, Rue's got a shirt on that says "Unleash your inner Schnickel."
You got to get on the Converted, man. They do the raid leader spotlight thing.
What's up? It's your man, Dead Green.
I consider myself the Mountaholic Mage. That's what I've called myself. That's where my $15 a month go to, is collecting mounts mostly.
Sal will trust anything with a barcode on it.
May the bonds of brotherhood we forged at the Hotel Hilton in the ancient city of Anaheim never be broken.
I'm just excited because you guys are awesome.
The new third chair. It's Cuddles.
I enjoy making creatures, so I go all out.
We have ACOMP here.
We do. We have somebody else we can talk to that isn't me to be ridiculed.
Perfect. Bring it on. Let's do it.
Let's make a song right here, right now.
All right. You want me to lay down a beat?
Oh, you're dropping a beat?
Do it. Drop a beat.
I said that with confidence, like that was a thing that I could do.
I'm saying, like, how about I drop the beat, Cuddles breaks it down?
No. He offered to drop the beat.
All right, go ahead, drop it.
I'm on the internet in front of people.
Went to University of Texas. I was a stripper in college. My stage name was Yankee Spirit. My theme song was "You Can Leave Your Hat On" by Joe Cocker, and my signature dance was the chair dance. I can still work it a little bit.
Damn.
It's tough work.
I have
My
a lot
back
of fun.
is sore.
From carrying me?
From
Hey, you know what? Somebody has to hold up the bottom of the leaderboard. The rest of you guys would just fall over and you wouldn't know who to make fun of. What's your favorite rule of acquisition?
Number 19, satisfaction is not guaranteed. Well, I'm a human disguising myself as a Ferengi. Yeah, in spirit.
Nate, Bobate.
There he is.
Dan,
There's the man.
Be fun, moment.
Nate.
What's that thing around your neck?
Oh, this? It's a burrito koozie. So I have this around my neck to keep my burrito warm and fresh. And it's the ultimate gamer accessory. Like, look, Mom, no hand.
I'm sorry I asked, Cuddles. I'm sorry. I apologize.
She handed me my robe downstairs, my wife. Hi, Ariel. How you doing?
I'm super stoked to be here, guys. As myself this time, and not the Shah, which was way back when.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah, it was the Shah of Dunlock. It was on Twitter at Fake Dunlock.
The Shah of Dunlock, dude.
Yeah. And then I came on as the Shah for the round table on Internet Trolls. it all comes back around. I am now on the first podcast I was ever on again.
Which part of the brownie was better, the edges or the middle? And you crusty, edgy, loving freaks are winning right now, and I don't know what's wrong with you.
Wish I could pew pew. Part of your
Take your time to sit down next to one of these kids and interact with them and have something in common. Which our kids love games, so anything that I can do to help them out, I'm going to do.
Wow, guys, can we give like a big CTR round of applause in the chat room to Sal, who not only took the time to put that together, but she took the time to learn. She took the time to learn how to put that together. Like, Sal had no video editing skills before this. So guys, drop some love in chat. That was incredible. Sal, thank you so much for doing that.
I can't even put into words the epicness of what that was. Like,
that was amazing,
that was awesome.
Sal.
That was good.
Thank you for doing that. Really, thank you for doing, because that's time, like a lot of time. If you've never edited a video before, or it's time consuming stuff. So I appreciate that big time. Memories, man. 4 years, man.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Like, we're 4 years older, Sal.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're 4 years older.
Remember that time you and I were like running that first Salad Senate run, and you're like, "Hey, you sound nice. You want to do a podcast with me?"
You were like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And then we like sent like an email. Actually, I don't think I ever told this story. Like, I called the CTR hotline to try to get a hold of Zug and Coltrane to say, "Hey, can we do a podcast about the guild?" And I never heard back, right? And I'm like, "Oh man, what's the deal?" Apparently they don't answer that thing, which is fine. I get it. So then, like, I think I ended up finding him in game, or I sent an email, and from the very beginning, though, from the very, very beginning, Zug was like, "Dude, I'm in." Coltrane was like, "Do it. We like it." And they were on board from day one. So thank you. I know they're in the chat room. Thank you guys for supporting us from day one. And I remember that, man. That was like not that long ago, but I can't believe it's been 4 years, man.
It's been 4 years. Like, you've had an extra kid since then.
Yes, like there's more people in my house, like inside my house right now. So yeah, it's been a great ride. I can't believe we're still going after 4 years, to be honest with you. If you had said, hey, you guys gonna be doing this in 4 years, I'd be like, who knows? Maybe not. We'll see what happens, But yeah, here we are. It's been good. And we got new people. I mean, we got, we had Navox add on to the show, Cuddles, man, T. It's been a good experience all the way around, man. Can't say it enough.
Bolt in the chat room is like, and Sal messaged me and said, some dude wants me to do a podcast with him.
It's like, do it. Why not?
Okay, so first of all, gosh, the chat room is just like erupting with.
It erupted.
It did.
Just everybody's happy. It's great. I got a lot of good things in the chat room too. Like, I think I transferred servers about 3 times in the past 10 years before finding this guild. Dragons 7068. It's stories like that with Cuddles and the year of listening to Zug that it brought me here. I miss that community feeling. And it really is. It's a great community feeling to be in a CTR guild. And that video, I don't know about you guys, but it makes you just want to get in game and play with, the guild and stuff like that. It was really good there. So good job.
Thanks.
Guys, I would like to say that video, Sal, we hadn't talked about this, but if you'll put that in like a Dropbox for me, or if you would like to, that will end up on the Converted Podcast YouTube here soon, TM. If you guys would like to check that out later. There was so much going on. Like, I feel like I missed things. It seemed like there was a random shot of me sleeping in there. We won't talk about that.
There was a shot of you sleeping in there, yeah.
I was playing Hearthstone, so it's Blizzard related.
It's the thing that got you banned from Twitch.
I mean, for 24 hours. I'm back.
Banned for sleeping, man.
It's also because I was going through some past stuff. Like, I remember when GroupMe was the thing. Like, we were using GroupMe at the time, and I found
we still use GroupMe.
Thanks, Bell.
I had to re-download it.
Because Belschnickel won't learn Discord.
No, dude, I know Discord, but I do Discord on the computer, which I'm only at like after 10 p.m.
I was looking at. Go ahead.
Does Discord have an app for the phone?
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew that. Moving right along. What were you saying? Continue.
No. I was actually. What was funny was it just brought up because I was looking at Discord, but I remember I found something on June 23rd. I sent to Sal. I actually sent her I sent the show an email back on June 23rd. Do you guys record live on Twitch? Is there a set schedule? And you guys responded to it, and then I was hooked at that point. That's what got me hooked on the show. Was that you guys were doing the show, and you guys were actually responding back to people in a really quick fashion, and I loved that. And I remember seeing Bell in game and talking to him like, "Oh, that was cool," So, yeah, it was good memories back then. And my hat is very old and smelly now. I just realized that.
I love it. I love how it goes with your
hat,
suit. Everyone dressed up for this. It's a good night. I do want to thank Kalani. Kalani helped me learn Adobe Premiere. In the past month or so, I've been trying to teach myself how to use a different. I've been using iMovie on the Mac, but my Mac gave up the ghost, so I had to learn something brand new. And so Kalani was instrumental, and he actually offered to do it for me at the beginning because I put on Facebook hey, what should I use, and everyone said Adobe Premiere, and he said, you know what, can I just do it for you? And I'm like, no, Kalani, no, you can't just do it for me.
I'm convinced Kalani has cloned himself. The amount of stuff he takes on and offers to do for people, I just don't think he's one person at this point. I think he's cloned himself, and that's
I told him it was way too big of a job for for someone to do for me.
Well, now you know how to do it.
Yeah, now I know how to do it. So that's great. So I watched a ton of old footage. For this, we have 100 episodes going back for 4 years, and I do have some fun facts I'd like to share with you all.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So the number of hashtag buff shirts, 3. We had a buff pallies, buff shaman, and buff druid. 3 different people wore those buff shirts. The number of Sal cardigans was probably at about 42.
Really?
Because I didn't realize how often I wear cardigans. But apparently I'm a cardigan girl, and I just absolutely didn't know it until watching this. I have a cardigan on in so many episodes. Okay, so other than the people in this room right here, the five of us, who has guest hosted the most? Anyone able to answer that?
Oh,
Dead Green.
It's probably Kata,
yeah.
It's Kata Codex. That's right, Kata.
Oh.
Kata, especially in that first time when you went to the Groundlings, Belle, she helped us out a ton back then. Where she was she was a substitute for you that time when you left.
Yeah.
So she was our third chair for quite a while back then. Let's see. The first converted show was uploaded to YouTube because we used to be only video. Well, audio too. Okay, but we were a video show and we put it on iTunes as audio and Spotify as audio, but we were not live for the first year or so, right? And the very first show was uploaded on March 12, 2013.
Wow.
Okay. And we've been doing it every other week. The best advice we ever got, and I've said this over and over again, the best advice we ever got was Pat Crane said, hey, you're doing a video show? Do it every other week. Don't do it every week.
And we were like, really? We could probably do this every week. Sal, what do you think? Wow.
Like that, if we were doing this every week, we wouldn't be doing a show anymore.
We used to edit, we would not. We used to edit the video. Like there was just so much time. Yeah, like editing is so 2012. Now you just put it out there and hope people like it. And if there's no time for that. So
ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, no, you can't do that anymore.
But our first live show, and I made a big deal of that in the video that I made because it is a big deal. Our first live show was on January 6, 2014. So just, not quite a year, but just about a year after. And who was our very first live guest? Let's see if anyone can guess who that is. And any of the gentlemen can guess who that is. Who was our very first live guest?
Spanx.
Oh, no. I know who it is. Wait.
Spanx.
I know. Teak. Was it a Teak?
No, that was our first guest ever on the show.
Oh, okay.
Our very first live guest was Turarts.
It was?
Because I just became the lead event planner, and so we were coordinating having me do segments for the show, and Sal's like, yeah, we're going to go live and add a third co-host, so we'll just bring you on then.
Oh.
Yep.
Turarts, like, oh, hey, there's this girl, and she's the event planner. Like, Red used to be the event planner, but Turarts is now, and she's gonna come on. I don't know her very well, and now, I mean, gosh,
she's probably pretty cool. Let's bring her on.
So that was 3 years ago. So Turarts has been a part of our show for 3 years.
Yep.
Wow.
Right. Lou was a very large part of our show for a very long time. That was a huge thing too. Okay, so another thing I noticed, we are a nighttime show. So between the members of this panel and our guests, right, there has been quite a lot of alcohol consumed, which is funny because Belle and Nav don't really drink. So
Tea makes up for us.
Yeah, tea makes up for us all. I have an estimate of 377 bottles of wine and 248 gallons of beer. Most of the beer consumed by Nate and Dead Greed.
Dead Greed, yeah. I'll take credit for part of the wine.
You should take credit for quite a bit of that wine. Yeah.
There was the lost episode. Who did we have on? But I was just drinking from the bottle.
There was a lost episode. So there's 100 episodes, right? There's 100 episodes, but one of those episodes is not available.
And that was,
Who was the guest on that episode?
Hold on.
Who was the guest? It's someone I know really well.
Yep. If they could begin to the T.
No, was it Blazin? Was it?
No.
It was Blazin. It was Blazin. It was. I believe it was. Yeah.
It's someone who messages me once a year going, so I was a lost blah, 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 blah. So it's like a friend of mine. I think it might have been Blazin.
Blazin then. Yeah.
Because we had Blazin on, didn't we? But he has, I don't know. So Nate says accurate. I'm not sure if he's accurate about the. Anyway, so we did lose one episode, but that episode is counted amongst. So there's 100 episodes recorded as of this one, but one that's not available. I can't remember whose fault that is, but I believe his initials are.
Oh, come on.
I know exactly. Coltrane says it was Coltrane.
No. It was totally my bad. And guys, if you ever do a live show, make sure you mark your Twitch thing right afterwards so that you don't lose the show. Don't go, I'll get to it later, because no, you won't. So.
But everybody who was here in the chat room actually saw the show.
Yes.
It just never made it to audio. Audio only.
I felt so bad for you, Navox.
I'm actually going to go back and record that episode, and then I'll upload it. I'll do it with puppets.
It was quite a long time ago. So, gosh. So I've been monopolizing the past 20 minutes of the show.
Yeah, you have. I'm glad you recognize that.
I'm glad I have someone
like the guy with the unicorn outfit on. Man, nothing you say tonight, I can take seriously, man. Like nothing.
Well, I have a surprise because it's 100 episodes. So I'm gonna do my thing now, and then you guys get to listen to me talk and some awesome clips. Because I think it was in July or August, Sal for the first time brought up, we're gonna reach 100 episodes in 6 months, and I was like, yeah, let's do this. But we have a lot of things going on between then, like BlizzCon, anniversary, so I should probably not, let's do this right now. But I kept making lists of memories and people who were big parts of the guild. Besides the four of you sitting here, like Nate or Sangus, Ashanka, all of the greeters, event planners, raid liaisons that have come and gone, plus like Spencer. Makis does all of our website stuff, guys. Hug a Makis, seriously. There was just a huge list of people that have done things. And I kept coming back to the same names over and over again. And so I contacted them. And Chris, Cuddles, you have a clip I want you to play because this guild, Pat Crane is a huge part of this guild. He loves this guild, and you'll hear in this clip just the passion and the drive in his voice. It's one of those things that you can just see. He's so excited when he meets a guildie or when he talks about the guild and the community. And so I was so excited when I reached out for him that he was like, yeah, let's do this. I'm trying to write this book and I'm trying to do a million other things, but I will take time out to do this. And so Cuddles, if you could play the clip for me.
All right. And we're going with Pat, correct?
Yes, Pat, yes.
All right.
Let's hope this
Hey
works.
guys, Pat Crane here, and I just wanted to say congratulations on 100 episodes of The Converted. This is amazing. I can't believe it. It's only been 4 years of stuff. No, but I remember back in the day, Bell came up to me and he was like, hey, I really want to do a podcast about the guild. And we were still struggling to bring people into the guild, as I recall. We were still like, oh, yeah, we don't have enough officers to bring people in. Sure, do whatever you want. Do a podcast. That's totally cool. And look where it's gone. You guys have helped strengthen this community even more than I could have imagined. And the evolution of the community in general is due in no small part to what you guys do on a regular basis. And so thank you guys so much for not just participating in our community experiment, but actually, kind of leading the way, being that beacon that people can latch onto and bringing forth all the different community members, all the different players, all the different raid leaders, and those personalities that we will not soon forget. It's really nice to be able to watch your show or to listen to it and know that, most of these guys I've actually met at BlizzCon or when I'm traveling around the country. Sometimes I'll have meetups and actually meet people from CTR Guild all over the place. And it's really, really cool. And I'm glad that you guys could be a part of it. So thank you so much once again for doing this show in the first place. And congratulations on 100 episodes of awesome. As you know, I have, for the most part, started off the Convert to Raid show by saying welcome home. And you guys continue to provide that for everybody here at the Guild. So thank you.
Wow. Thank you for that, Pat.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to start crying, but it's fine. I have more to talk about. So Darius is probably one of the, I don't want to say scapegoats. People give him a lot of slack for being the grumpy Gus of the guild. Which he's been on this show. He's been on the Game Case, and I love interviewing Darius because he is one that will back this guild up every single time. And stop sending him left sharks. Send him back guano. At least he can sell that and make some copper. Seriously. But Darius wrote in something, and I'm going to read that here real quick. So you're going to listen to me talk for a little bit. So Darius says, "The thing I love the most about CTR is the community that has grown from it. When we first started the guild, we had no idea how large it would be or how well everyone would play together. Of course, there are always outliers, but the vast majority of the guild, everyone has been leagues better than I could have imagined. It's one of the most active, helpful, and friendly communities in all of WoW and across Blizzard. I can't count the times I've had another guild GM, raid team, or Blizzard employee come up to me and tell me how impressed they are with the guild and its members. They talk about how helpful they are to those inside the guild, but more impressive to those outside the guild. They mention how when they see us in random dungeons, LFRs, or pugs and raids, that we always represent the guild in the best way possible. The fact that we have grown a guild of almost 10,000 tunes and it still maintains that wonderful sense of community and helpfulness and welcomeness is the thing I love most about CTR. So Hugadaries too, but so there's just so many awesome things that he does behind the scene too with the website and helping out. And of course, this list would definitely not be complete without our new Guildmaster Jules. So I poked her and she had something to say too about the amazing community in 100 episodes. So here we go with Jules. I remember the beginning days of the CTR Guild like they were yesterday. Pat and I had a long text and voice conversation while I was sitting in an airport. I can't even remember where I was going. We talked about how the show was going to make a guild, and they were going to move from Horde to Alliance. I remember asking Pat if he was sure he wanted to make the leap from Horde to Alliance. He said, yeah, fresh start. We'll get like 200 to 300 people, and it'll be great. The show announcement hit, and it was a whirlwind. We initially set things up so invites only happened the first 5 days of the month. So yes. But with hundreds and hundreds of people wanting to get in, one guild became 2, 2 became 4, and the growth happened faster than we could have imagined. It's kind of how things have always been for us, and that's what I've looked forward to about being a leader in CTR. Departments were formed. We quickly realized we needed to run this guild like a business, and it's been the best thing we've ever done. The first year, Pat had the great idea to have a party at BlizzCon for our guildies. We expected 400 to 500 people. We got almost 1,000 people through the doors, and if anyone remembers how hot that room was, oof. But I will never forget how much fun we had, and how many smiling faces were in the room, and how many friendships were formed that night. Every year during BlizzCon, I take a few moments, usually during the party, and I just take it all in. I look at our guildmates laughing, talking, joking around, playing games, hugging each other, posting for photos, and it makes me emotional every time. I'm so proud to be a part of this amazing and diverse group of people. What amazes me most about this guild is the generosity of its members. The dozens and dozens of officers who volunteer their time to make it run smoothly, the members who give gold, equipment, trade skills for free to their guildmates, the people who have planned the meetups and the parties, and those who donate money from their own pockets to make them happen. They are the best of the best. The CTR Guild is the family I choose. Thank you all for giving me the opportunity to lead you and to be a part of the best guild experience I've ever had in my 10 years playing WoW. Jules has always been kind of my boss when I first became an event planner. We had Red and then we reported to Jules, and then her and Pat asked me to be the event lead. And whenever there's a problem, she's the first one to say, let's look at this at a different solution and run with it. She never gives up. So I was really excited when she said, hey, let's do this. Another member who's not really, he's in CTR, but he's off doing better things with Blizzard, Solar. I think you guys might remember Solar. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Absolutely.
But I poked out to him, and he was my like 1 in a million. Is he going to write something for me? And he did. And awesome. I was so excited. So I do have something from Solar to read here real quick. I know you're going to be sick of me talking, but let me read Solar. And Cuddles is actually going to have a picture to put up.
It is up on the screen now.
It's on the screen now. Awesome. One of the moments that stands out profoundly to me when looking back to remember how wonderful Guild was when we announced the opening day of invites. At that point, Pat, Colt, and I really had no idea whether or not people would actually want to come over and play with us, or if they'd be willing to come from their WoW backgrounds to be an actual part of the in-game community we were looking to build. If I remember correctly, we had announced we were making the Guild on the podcast that day as a big super secret announcement, episode 79. And we had already moved our characters over to Airy Peak a few days prior when we charted the Guild. I remember staying on for what I believe was at least the better part of 7 hours after the show doing invites and talking to people in the chat room. I'm pretty sure at the end of the day we were around 200 people in-house, and the rest is history. It wasn't long before we had the need for a second and third co-guild. Riding around Stormwind with tons of Mechanohogs as a CTR biker gang and gathering a lot of curiosity from our server. And it all kept building up to bigger and better things from there. CTR became home for a lot of people. I can log into Guild Chat today and see the names of Guild members who have been here since we started 4 years ago. And the raiding, I had the honor of being a member of the Raytheon Chronicles back in the first tier of MOP. I loved the raiders on the team some of the most awesome guys and girls I've played with. Eventually, I was leading a 10-man heroic team in TOT, and we had a blast in that tier. I would still go back and watch some of our kills from time to time. Our Shadow Priest recorded all of them, and he always had the funniest background music playing in each one. Super diverse genres every time. Never knew what was going to be next. It was the perfect balance of laid back and progressive, and I look back to that time in Guild very fondly, and is some of my most treasured WoW memories in general. I'm sure there are countless other stories, similar as well, of Guild members all over who have found a great community in CTR. I have my Demon Hunter, who is my second main in the Guild, and I am beyond happy to still be a part of a wonderful Guild going into its fourth year.
Awesome.
So huge shout out to Solar just for doing that for me. I know he's off doing wonderful things in Blizzard, but it's great to know he's still here in the community, and it's still just as amazing as it was in day one. The next one is another sound clip, and we'll probably be quiet a little bit after it so you guys can watch it on the live stream, but it really doesn't need an introduction. So Cuddles, I'm going to have you just go ahead and play it. So,
all right, here we go.
My name is Morgan Freeman, and I'd like to congratulate the Converted on 100 episodes. 100. Hell, that's about as old as me. But I will never die, because I drink unicorn blood. Hey, Schnickel, I know this isn't as good of an impression of your Obama, but, well, I had to try.
I don't even know what you say about that one. I don't even know what to say about that.
For those of you who don't know, that is our very own Coltrane. So, Coltrane,
Dude, that was so good, man. I had it muted for a second because I was trying to, and then I'm like, what the heck?
I will say, so I listened to everyone's stuff before I came in, and I was like, did he really get Morgan free? Because if he did, I'm out. Like, I'm done.
I had it muted, and then I unmuted, and I'm like, OMG, Morgan Freeman's on the podcast. Like, what's really going on right now?
So that is Coltrane, the ever-loving fortune cookie. He may not be a part of the podcast, but he will always be of Convert to Raids heart. And he has a little bit more to say, actually. So if you guys want to get back to the stream, and Cuddles, do me a solid and let's play our last clip of the night.
So I gotta, before we play the last clip, I have to say, I like, T shared this with me. None of the rest of the team has heard this at all. Because she had to. I'm the one that presses the play button.
I can't audio.
I literally, so, like, I know that there's people in this guild that we don't know about. I was like, come on, you could tell me. Is Morgan Freeman really in the guild? Like, is that a thing? Like, just let me know. Like, is it really? Like, I probably spent 5 minutes trying to dig out of Turarts if that was actually Morgan Freeman. So very well done, Colt. Let's go ahead and play the second clip. Here we go, guys.
I am straight tripping right now, dude.
Oh, wait till you hear the next one.
Yeah.
Tickle, tickle. Here we go.
Yes. A little champagne to mess with the membrane. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Don't mind the robe. It certainly doesn't mind you.
He doesn't show up on Sonar.
Welcome to Robe Talk, Converted 100th Episode Edition, where Sal, Belschnickel, Navox, Turats, and Cuddles join me in my robe. Yay!
Swans dance when he cries. Ever seen a swan dance? Exactly.
100 episodes deep. Yes. That's not rated T for teen.
His farts are legal tender in Syria.
In fact, if you ask me, that's some pretty hardcore upload in my robe.
Hey guys, it's Coltrane. Congratulations on 100 episodes of the Converted Podcast. That's an amazing thing, and you've done it. You've done it. You're here. How crazy is that? This podcast from day one has been absolutely incredible. It's been focusing on the community, the people behind the avatars, right? You get to see a face. You get to find out, you know what? Hold on. Let's just bring it down. Let's get a little bit of, a little piano. Yeah, yes. Ooh, that's nice. Yes, I've been doing a little dibble-dabble in my my retirement here. All right, here we are. I don't know why the orchestra's here, but... yes! No, keep going, Benicio. No, the orchestra sounds beautiful. All right, serious voice now. I want to talk about community. The individuals that make this entire experience so worthwhile. It's a family that you helped create, helped nurture. I mean, just look at Guild Chat. It's full of the same love and support that you show with each and every episode. Teamwork. It's so many people working together to achieve something greater. It's not just about the raid teams or the events, but each person going that extra mile for their brothers and sisters. You know, President George Washington once said, 5 guys on the court working together can achieve more than 5 talented individuals who come and go as individuals. Well, that wasn't a president. That was actually a basketball player. And it wasn't George Washington. It was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But, you get the point. Respect. Each person that you have on the show is treated equally, whether they are one of the founding members, someone who organizes events or leads raid teams, or just a proud member of the Convert to Raid community. We, the audience, as we listen, we get to know them. We find out more about them. We discover the person behind the avatar. And we have you to thank for that. So thank you all for working so hard to give this community life. Your show is a place where we can all come together as one. One family. One truth. Under one banner. Community, teamwork, respect. All right, enough of the piano and the schmooky. Let's end this with a little remix of Phil Collins and DMX. Yes, I was serious. This is actually real. Thank you to the Converted, and congratulations on 100 episodes.
There you have it. I don't even know what do I even say after that?
There's
What do you, so for those that missed out on
I'm
this,
still listening to the Phil Collins and DMX.
Okay, keep it going then. You guys listen. I want to say this. For those that don't realize, like Colt stepped away from raiding, and we haven't seen him as much. He is doing full-time voiceover work, and for those that missed it, guys, has anybody ever what is that thing that the football players do at the end of the year? The Super Bowl. I think that's a big thing. I feel like ads cost a lot of money there on the Super Bowls. If you happen to be watching that, you heard this guy, one of our own guys, and he just took the time out of his schedule and made that for us, guys. All the love to Coltrane. He, like T said, he will always be a member of this community. Coltrane, we love you.
I'm numb right now. I'm numb.
I'm sorry I kept it
I'm
really
numb
surprised,
to just everything.
but I hope you loved it. I do. So yeah, that was kind of my contribution to episode 100, because this guild has become a family to me, and I cannot thank everyone enough. And the list of people that I had was longer than I imagined. And if I had talked to everyone I wanted to, we would be going for hours. But those 5 were just the 5 that I kept coming back to. And I'm so glad that they decided to contribute, because what you guys do every week, like they said, you bring a face to a name, and this community gets that touch that I think others miss out on. And I know I personally cannot thank you guys enough for what you do with this podcast. So that was kind of my way of just showing you guys how much you mean to everyone, how much love and support and care you guys bring to this community. So, congratulations on 100.
Wow. That was, it's.
Terarts, I thought you were going to bring brownies.
I thought about it, but I thought this would be a little better because
I
thought it'd be a little better. 'Cause I can't share my brownies. I would just be sitting here eating a pan of brownies. And
Only the middle ones.
Only the middle.
It was
edge-loving freaks.
Really nice to hear from those voices. Thank you so much. Thanks, and it's really nice. It's awesome to see. We've got Pat in the chat room. We've got Jules in the chat room. We've got Solar in the chat room. Coltrane's in the chat room. It's like, thanks so much for coming on the show. One thing that Colt said, and I'm glad you noticed this because it's really important. It's really important to us that we treat everyone equally. Every member of the community is just as important as the next one, and we want to talk to everyone, and we've always wanted to have more and more faces, and we always wanted to introduce more members of the community to each other. And I'm always really happy to go, hey, this is a new raid team. We've never talked to this person, or someone else who's not a raid leader. Let's talk to them and see what their story is. And we treat them as if they were the guild master, as if they were one of the Iron Councils, as if they were one of the founders. Because without the community, without y'all, none of this is here. There's no stories. There's no hugs at BlizzCon. There's no Twitter love.
Yeah.
So
I've talked about this before, but my very first BlizzCon, you guys know that I'm a WAD baby. I am very new to this community. I'm very new to CTR. I wasn't here when you guys were founded, but I went to BlizzCon in, I guess was that 2015? Yeah, 2015. And I stayed with a group of guys who are some of my best friends. But none of them were in CTR. And seeing the difference in experience of going to BlizzCon and being a BlizzCon attendee and just going, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go play the games, but then I'm bored and I'm gonna go back to the house and we're gonna have a barbecue. I don't have time to barbecue. I have too many hugs to give out. I have too many people to see. I literally walked in. I landed at the airport, got dropped off at my hotel, which was the Courtyard right behind the big Marriott. Walked into the Hilton, made it 3 steps in the door before Markonnen ran over and tackle hugged me. That you can't explain what this guild is to other people. And I can't explain what this guild means to other people. Because you guys have become my family. You guys have become some of my best friends. Zug, Darius, everybody that was around in the beginning, Colt, everyone, you guys rock and we love you.
I would say, years from now, there's going to be a lot of us that are here now, or even playing this game that may not be playing anymore, or doing other things with their lives, because that's just the way life goes. But I think there's something about this community and what we've been able to do here with the show and with this guild that I speaking for myself, and I know I can't be alone in this, that this is something that we're going to carry with us for the rest of our lives. We'll be 30 years older than now and think back to the community we had, and I don't think anything like this will ever exist in the future for us. This is something that is such a special thing right now that I think it's easy to take it for granted, that you're going to run into people that are strangers one day, and because of a game are some of the best friends you've ever had. So this, it's crazy to think how something can start out as an idea Zug and Coltrane and Solar for CTR, or for us for this show, and turn into something that's actually like tangible, that has real feelings and emotion attached to it, and real friendships. Like, you can't describe to people that don't play games or aren't in communities that these friendships that we have are real friendships. You know what I mean? Like, I would do anything for any one of you guys. Any one of you guys, come to my house now, stay here, eat, spend the week, spend a month, whatever you need. Like, and you can't say that about other things in life. You know what I mean? Other things in life, sometimes you put on a face, you know what I mean? Or this is how I am. In this guild, you can be anything you want. You know what I mean? And we've created such a great community here with the show and the guys at CTR that I'll never forget this. You know what I mean? 30 years from now, 50 years from now, we'll be sitting in a rocking chair. I've always joked around, I'll be the only guy in the nursing home playing video games. You know what I mean? But I'll never forget what's happened here in this guild, in this community. No matter what we're doing with our lives in the future, this is an unbelievable thing. And I love you guys, all of you guys. This has been an amazing journey. And yeah, it's been great. Thank you, everybody who's been on the show, you guys that are here hosting. And yeah, it's been an amazing experience, and I mean that with every ounce of my being. I really do.
Okay, well, all that wasn't part of the show notes.
We got emotional.
We are way off track, and the chat room right now. Oh, Grand Negus.
The chat room's going crazy. Yeah.
The Cuddles is so many said tonight community and what that brings with it, what it's about. That's why most of us are more than WoW players now, but rather Blizzard gamers. The community that evolved around the Blizzard games is unique, and CTR people playing all the games together, not only WoW. Negus, you nailed that on the head, baby.
Yep.
I love you.
And that's just it. That's what we just keep trying to do, but I never know if people get that's what we're doing. I never know if we succeed. Mm-hmm. So I'm getting a lot of and
the chat room, like you guys that show up like every 2 weeks to watch the show live, like you guys will never understand how much that means to us and to just any show. Like when you guys are here supporting us, man, I mean it's huge. We cannot thank you enough, and the show will end and we'll say we love you guys, thank you for coming out, all that stuff, but that is genuine. We really appreciate you guys coming out. Like it's amazing. It is amazing to have your guys' support for 100 episodes, even before we went live, downloading and listening, and it's been, the support is amazing. I love it. It's been great. It's been great.
Sal,
Sal,
you wrote the show notes,
and it says,
I have
talk about T's thing, and then Navox is what it says. But if I was going to
we're
going to read something from the chat room though. Jules just said, what I also love about this guild is that we are all one. It's not about color or gender or race or sexuality. It's about our family, and we are a family. And there are people whom I count as family, and y'all are definitely part of that. And there's people like, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Dead Greed is someone really important to me, and our paths would not have crossed. If there wasn't for CTR, okay, we do need to move on with the show. Okay.
So yeah, you know what? Listen, it's time for chat room shout out, guys. Give us shout outs in the chat room. Give us your, best friends, worst puns. We'll read them, for everybody to hear. So yeah, go ahead and do that now. And I've got a whole list going already, Sal.
Oh, you've got a whole list already? Okay, cool.
Yes.
So let's go ahead and go to.
Don't move that while I'm trying to copy it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, honey. We did get some shout outs from other people and kind of an AV form. Cuddles, would you mind playing this stuff for us?
I will play whichever one is going to allow me enough time to go actually grab a drink from the refrigerator.
They're all about a minute. Okay. 2 minutes is the Grand Negus.
Damn it, guys! Can you, Negus? I love you. I knew that we had something in common. You make me so happy, sir. Here we go, guys. We're gonna start this off with the Grand Negus.
I have no time for games.
Oh, come on, Sylvanas. Can I please get a word in, please? Hello, you guys. This is Grand Negus of Corpse Run Radio and Control Alt WoW. I just wanted to wish you a happy 100th episode and to at least 100 more. You guys are doing an awesome job on the show. I really enjoy listening to you. I want to thank you for having me on the show a while back. And the only real problem I have with it, as is obvious, is it's way too blue and way too little red.
A clean death was more than you deserved. I have plans for you.
Come on, Sylvanas. These are my friends.
How noble. Victory for the Forsaken.
Yes, I can see that it's difficult to understand, but they are my friends.
We are all fools of fate at times.
That wasn't very nice. No, honestly, doing this for 100 episodes, 200 weeks is really, really great.
You have your uses, don't you?
I hope that you keep the spirit and keep doing it for quite a while longer. Thanks again for your enthusiasm, what you provide for the community.
Do not fear. I have survived worse than this.
Really? You want to keep insulting my friends? I don't think so. Get out of here.
I take my leave. Farewell. The Banshee Queen will hear you.
And again, this has been Grand Negus, Rule of Acquisition, number 19. Satisfaction is not guaranteed. Bye, guys.
The Dark Lady watches over you.
Hey guys, this is Mark Conan here, no mage in CTR, and I wanted to say congratulations on 100 episodes. Guys, this is a wonderful achievement, a fantastic milestone, and I'm so happy to have you guys around. The Converted podcast gives me a chance to get to know other guildmates that I have, ones that, with a guild as large as ours is, it's easy to feel lost. But with you guys' help, I get to learn about new people every single time, and that's an awesome thing. And it reflects how awesome CTR is on the whole. And I'm so happy to have you guys here. Thank you for doing what you do. Belschnickel, Sal, Cuddles, you too, Turarts. All of you guys, I love you all, and thank you again for the work that you do. And congratulations again on 100 episodes. Here's to at least 100 more, guys.
Oh, good. I got it to work. All right. Hey, if you haven't figured out who it is, it's one of your two-time guest hosts. It's Chromie. Happy 100 episodes, guys. Seriously. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to perform a leap of faith like Bell.
From the places, from the people. Thank you so much for those that took the time and contributed. We can't say thank you enough. Not only for everybody that hangs out, but everybody that contributes, everybody that's just here. Bell already went there, but you guys are all awesome, and we wouldn't be a show without you guys showing up. It'd be a lot sillier.
Thanks, Mark Conan, Grand Negus, and Chromie. For sending those in. But we did get an email too. Belschnickel, do you want to read that one? Read the email?
Sure. To the incredible team at the Converted Podcast, Just wanted to add my thanks to you all on the incredible milestone. From the early days of technical difficulties, which I was part of twice, to the levels that you all have reached now, know that your work, guild exposure, and endless hours of enjoyment on our part does not go unappreciated. Please keep up the tireless work on the podcast, and maybe by episode 200, I will do a video message. Tassels, go-go boots, and all. Next drink at BlizzCon is on me. Cordially, Jim, a.k.a. Pope, a.k.a. the Yankee Spirit. Maybe there will be more.
Oh, let's hope not. Okay, we got tons of love on Twitter this past week. Navox, you're still watching the chat room, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So Turarts, will you help me kind of tag team these tweets that we got?
For
Cool.
sure.
Okay, I'll go first. Froggy Chaos sent some really good feedback about our last episode. Pasha Pasha was here talking about being a female in WoW, and they said in CTR, specifically with a few raid teams, made Froggy Chaos feel real welcome. And I think that's pretty awesome. Go ahead.
Yes, Silver Bull at Oregon BM Hunter says, shout out to MPD and Jaman for making my first few days in CTR awesome. Thanks for the mythic runs. Hope to do more.
Okay, Shorel says, let's see, a huge shout out to the whole CTR community for making WoW awesome for me again. That's cool.
Pathfinder Kleptic says, shout out to our raid leader Tatva and Crab People. You boys are doing a great job leading us.
Rue says she's been listening for 4 years. She says, my podcast listening has dwindled down to 0, but I still love you guys and gals. See you Monday. And she's here in the chat room now.
It was awesome.
Tink, you all are amazing and so intent on engaging a community, and it's been a beautiful thing to watch and listen to. Heart, y'all.
Jules tweeted us, congratulations to the entire crew of the Converted podcast for 4 years, 100 episodes, and all the great things you've done for the CTR Guild. That's awesome.
Totemly Drunk, big hugs to Converted CTR as they record their 100th episode. Nothing but love for the host, CTR Guild, and our listeners.
Sprout on Twitter says, congratulations to Converted CTR on tonight's milestone.
Pat Crane, congrats to Converted CTR on their 100th episode tonight. 4 years of awesome community content.
Svensson, who is definitely a friend of the show and tweets at us all the time, says congrats to all the CTR Converted CTR crew. Thanks for many great shows from Svensson.
Warcraft Stats at Summer Sow, Converted CTR, CTR Guild, Belschnickel. Congrats, guys. Great guild.
Ro says, shout out to you. Yes, you. Congrats on 100 episodes.
Dev says, at Summer Sow, Converted CTR, CTR Guild, Belschnickel, same heart emoji. Shout out to Pat, Jules, Coltrane, and Solar for CTR, making this all possible.
Okay. Spirit of Vol'jin tweeted us and said, I can't do the voice. Can anyone do the voice? Like the
yes, hold on. Where is it? Where is it?
Can definitely
it's right
do
here.
I'll give it a go.
Okay, my cursor is right there. It's the Spirit of.
I apologize for this. Congrats. No, hold on. I was gonna go Italian there.
What was that, Mario? Luigi.
I gotta get in character here. You need a trigger phrase, all right? Jamin. Congrats on hitting. I can't do it. I got nothing. I'm going like straight up Italian. This is horrible.
Come on, Nav, give it a shot, man. I know you got one in there, dude.
Which one?
You got no Chief Vol'jin?
Yes, you're right.
Chief Vol'jin. Spirit of Chief Vol'jin. Very unwanted. I can't do it.
No,
I just can't do it.
Okay.
Let me. Okay, you can go.
Turrets.
Okay,
Hitting the big 100. Oh, go ahead.
There you go. Oh, you got it. You did it.
Hitting the big 100, guys. Even if you be Alliance, it's always a great feat. A feat of strength, really.
And then the next.
I have to move my head out of the way.
The next one too.
You want me to do that? All right.
No, it's the same. It's from the.
Gotcha. Varian wanted me to say hi for him, Iroh. I think he be missing being alive.
Oh, Varian.
People in the chat room are like, it's Jamaican Vol'jin. Oh man, come on. Come on.
Hold on. I want to try it one more time.
It's Mario.
It's me. I'm Mario. All right, hold on. We be jamming. Oh, no woman, no cry. Congrats on. I can't do it. Damn it.
We be jamming.
We've been jamming.
It's my trigger phrase.
Tink says, "You're amazing and so intent on engaging a community, and it's been a beautiful thing to watch and listen to. Love y'all."
Wow, challenges. Holy crud. Congrats on 100.
Thank you, Stone. Okay. Mike O'Hara, who is in the chat room right now, says, shout out to Converted CTR on 4 years and 100 episodes from your mental homie, Chromie.
Metal.
Homie.
Metal.
Jesus.
All right. Coltrane, shout out to the Converted on their 100th episode.
Navox says, I love this show. I'm just sad I always smelled so bad. CTR for life.
Yes!
Yeah.
I wrote that! I wrote that in the show notes!
Well played.
She read it!
Well played, Cuddles.
The game case, Cuddles. If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy?
I assume they're talking about me.
Tink has it in.
Tink says, shout out to my boy Belschnickel, my girl Summer Sal, the cuddle master, the game case. And okay, this didn't happen. This tweet didn't happen. Listen, we gotta.
You're making up tweets now, dude?
Yeah.
He's been
okay. Shy CTR, happy 100th episode at Converted.
Okay. Vidaria says, great 100th episode. Oh, you're here in the chat room right now. Very happy to be part of this community. Happy to be part of the Convert to Raid Guild. And unless Cuddles wants to type something else for me to say.
Actually, we have one more from Tink. He said, at Converted CTR, shout out to all of you. I absolutely love you. My abs have been fake. I don't know why you admit that, Tink. I always thought they were impressive, but I appreciate you coming clean on our 100th episode. That was very great. Now, Alex, do you have any shout room chat outs?
I do. I have several here. I have from WoW Challenges. Have always loved and appreciated the support that you've all shown us. When I go to BlizzCon to see friends, it's you folks. Nate CTR. Hang on. I wanted to say thank you to all of you for other wonderful experiences and memories over the past 4 years. This is a special community that has so many incredible, unique, and inspiring people. Even though my life has taken me in a slightly different direction, it's nice to be able to log into the game or Twitter and see and talk to all of you. WoW Challenges again. Shout out to the Converted CTR, and everyone that has supported us when we were unknown. I am CTR, and I always will be. Padre 522, shout out to everyone in CTR for making me feel more at home in the gaming community in 30 plus years of gaming. Manny's one, shout out to Green Ranger for putting together Murlocs, Pirates and Dragons. Awesome guy, even if all of his tunes are named after Power Rangers. Draven Dresden, grats on 100 Converted Podcast. Here's to 100 more. Also, the video I was going to make deleted itself. You'll get take 2 in a couple of days. All right, Draven. And Michael Hara Gaming, you guys are family amongst no others. Hopefully, I'll get to carry the CTR banner to Las Vegas and bust some heads in some fighters at Evo. I'll know tomorrow if the dreams come true. All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
There's one more. You didn't read the last one.
Lord.
Shout out to Noah for reading the shout out. Reading shout outs.
Yes.
So meta. So meta.
We went deep there. So guys, let's go ahead and do our personal shout outs. T, let's start with you.
Huge shout out to, of course, the 5 that helped me with your guys' surprise. Pat Crane, thank you so much. You've been so busy, and
that was
I was
such a shock.
So thankful.
I had no idea that was coming.
I'm glad I surprised you guys. Coltrane, we've been talking a bit. You are so busy with so much going on, and just thank you so much for your video. Jules, you're keeping Pat in line, and to take time out to write that. Darius, I am so grateful that you did. I kind of thought you'd shrug, but I had to poke you. and you did it, and thank you. And Solar, of course, you're at Blizzard right now, and you took time to kind of, remember us and be a part of the community again. And I just can't thank you enough. And of course, you four for having me on for 3 years now, and putting up with all my stuff. Yep, the hearts. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to all my event planners who have come and gone, and everyone who has just made this guild the home and the family that it has become for me. Thank you.
Bell?
Well, I want to shout out to you guys and individually, Sal, you've done so much work in terms of the show notes for 4 years now. So much of that stuff that happens behind the scenes, that the time that you've taken every 2 weeks to do this, I couldn't thank you enough. It's kept us somewhat organized. We tend to go off the rails, whenever we do a show. But thank you so much for taking some of your personal time to do that for the last 4 years. You've been there with me since day one, and I got love for you, Sal. Like you're a very special person to me. So thank you for that. Cuddles, man, dude, you've been with us for a while, man, helping us go live. And dude, you've taken over the reins of putting the show out there, and you've been instrumental in us keeping the show going. There's been times when it's been difficult, just with real life and stuff like that. And you've been there, man, just constant, helping us get the show out. And dude, you do so much more after the show is done. I thank you for that. I really, really do, from the bottom of my heart. Nav, dude, man, you were instrumental in us going live. Like Sal and I talk about this all the time, and it wouldn't have happened without you helping us do that, man. So thank you so much for being our third chair, man, back in the day. And for helping us go, man. And you've always got a positive energy, man. And it was big, and you're always willing to step in for us too if someone has to miss. So thank you for that. I really appreciate that. And T, man, you've taken the event planner role by the horns, man. And like you're on fire every single time. You come on with energy all the time, and it can't be overstated how much we appreciate you coming on the show every 2 weeks and helping us out. I mean, you are always game. Like you're always like, yes, I'll do it. Yes. And and it's great, and you're doing so much for this community, and everyone appreciates what you're doing. Like you are huge for this community. So thank you for that. So thank you to you guys, man. Like this show, it's been great, man. You guys are awesome. All of you guys. So shout out to you guys.
Sal?
Okay, this episode got way more emo than I thought it was going to, and way more, just more than I thought. So everything that Belschnickel just said, ditto.
Yeah. Right?
And here's the deal, Bell, you mean a lot to me. You're an important friend of mine. And we've been doing this for 4 years, man. And when it all comes down to it, I'm kind of speechless right now. I'm to be very honest. So thanks everyone for being here tonight, and to all of our listeners who have been here for 4 years.
Thank you.
Navix, do you have any shout outs on?
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to I was like, wait a minute.
That was perfect. It was exactly what I wanted out of that moment.
Huge shout out to Sal, Bell, Cuddles, T for inviting me back for episode 100. Also, shout out to Jules, Pat, Terarts, Ursangus, Ashanka, the officer staff, the event staff, all the guildies for making the guild what it is. It's nice to log in and just see the green chat explode. I don't know if people in the chat room have not experienced the CTR experience yet, but it's impressive. When you log in, you're never alone in the CTR guild. And, it's what's nice about it is Bell hit the nail right on the head with that. You get some of your closest friends in this guild. I've been in the guild since 2013, and it's, I still raid with the same guys. It's amazing, and people come and go. But the nice thing about the guild is, we'll always leave the light on for you. So huge shout out to everybody.
Is you just have cuddles now, yeah?
Oh, that's
That's it.
me now. I was gonna stare at the camera till somebody said something. Gigantic shout out. I'm new to this guild. Everybody's talking.
You've
about
been
all
here
the
a couple
things.
years, man.
I know, but everybody's talking about like the before times and the beginning times, and I still I in some aspects feel like the newbie. But
Well, yeah, you came in WAD though, you know.
yeah,
Sorry.
I'm a WAD baby. I actually liked WAD. I'm sorry, hate me in the chat room. But I was very early on in my CTR career when Turarts wrapped her virtual arms around me and welcomed me as an event planner. And then just barely further along, when Sal and Bell came to me and asked me to help them host this show, and it was truly an honor. Something that has been equal parts exciting, frustrating, amazing, and just an absolutely incredible experience for the entire time that I've been here. I don't even want to say names outside of the people that are on your screen right now because I will forget someone and you will be offended. So I will simply say thank you all for everything that you have done for me, everything that has happened with me as a gamer, and a lot of the things that have happened with me as a person. Even if they have not been directly affected, they've been supported, and I know that regardless of what's going on in my life, I can come to my CTR family and feel acceptance and feel love and be one with a family. And I cannot tell you all how much that means to me. You guys are all amazing. I love each and every one of you more than you will ever know. Thank you very much. That is going to wrap us up for this very special episode. Thank you so much for tuning in these past 4 years and making our community so very special. You know what? That's a fucking typo. I'm sorry. I know I'm supposed to be family friendly. That's a typo. Thank you for tuning in these past 4 years and making your community so very special, because it's you guys that really do that. If you're listening to this show on iTunes or Stitcher, take a few moments, give us a thumbs up or write us a review and tell us how we're doing. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, leave us a comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to join us live, look us up on twitch.tv/convertedpodcast. Sal, how could these crazy mama jammas come on this show?
You know, we're always looking for new people on the show, especially those of you whom we haven't met. Email us, convertedpodcast@gmail.com. That's convertedpodcast@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you, and we'd love to have you on the show. Okay? The next episode is Monday, March 20th. Tommen from Threat Level Midnight makes his yearly appearance to spotlight his long-running team. He's one of the OG teams, right? Tommen is someone I was trying to get into that video, but if you recall, we had technical difficulties, and then we had he had some kind of weird, like, super loud computer next, and then we had some weird problem with copyright on a video, so I couldn't use it. Yeah, so I'm sure we're going to hear it from Tommen. He's also someone who makes a tool that allows us to keep up with what's going on with raid teams. So can't wait to hear from him. A few weeks later, we're going to talk to the original raid team from Convert to Raid. The first raid team is iTunes. That happened way before the guild started, and we're going to have a representative from iTunes joining us after that. So that's all. That's awesome. And from all of us, thank you so much for the support. Good night.
Everybody say
See you
good
guys.
night.
Thanks again. Love you guys.
Bye.
You can follow us on Twitter at converted_CTR.
And be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel, Converted Podcast.
Also, follow us on our Twitch channel, Converted Podcast, and join us live every other Monday at 7 p.m. server.
You can follow me at summer_sal
Cuddles at mullet863.
and Belschnickel at BelschnickelCTR.
This podcast is a part of the Signals Media All-Star Network. For more information on this and other fine shows, go to signalsmedia.com. It's okay to stick our stuff in your ears. Really.
Thing.